Pharma retail majors such as Walgreens and CVS are seeking damages, alleging that the likes of Dr Reddy, Celgene, Natco and Teva took measures to restrain competition in Revlimid generic until 2026. Dr Reddy's believes that the allegations against it lack merit and will vigorously defend the litigation. To quickly recap, generic versions of Revlimid were permitted to be sold in limited volume starting March 2022 until Jan 2026. Natco, in collaboration with Teva, led the launch, followed by Dr Reddy, Cipla, Zydus and others. Despite being a common occurrence for pharmaceutical companies to face such litigations and a known risk for Revlimid generic filers, concerns are due to the significant profits generated from Revlimid generic, surpassing initial expectations for most companies. Analysts estimate that companies have annually earned anywhere from $200 to $600 million since the launch. Dr Reddy's, which launched with two strengths exclusively in September 22, appears to be leading. Revlimid generic accounts for around 40 to 50% of its profits, with the company estimated to have sold $600 to $700 million worth of the drug till now. Natco, after a profit share agreement with Teva, is estimated to have earned around $280 to $300 million till date. For Cipla, Revlimid could account for around 30 to 35% of profits. The company is estimated to have sold around $300 million worth of the drug. Zydus around $200 million. Sun approximately around $100 million and Aurobindo around $50 million. Companies are anticipated to generate an additional $100 to $500 million in sales until the contract expires in Jan 2026, after which selling the generic version of the drug will be unrestricted. So estimates are Dr Reddy's and Natco can make an incremental $500 million, Cipla and Zydus an incremental $200 to $250 million, Sun and Aurobindo $100 million each incrementally. This is not the first litigation with regards to Revlimid generic, with one lawsuit dismissed within a month and two lawsuits currently sub judice. Now, the risk associated with Revlimid generic lawsuit, experts argue, lies in its volume-limited sales, which could potentially bolster the case for price fixing, say experts. What we could expect in the next 3 to 5 years is a possible settlement outside court. A settlement generally entails a percentage of profits made from the drug or even the entire amount of profits along with penalties. Past instances of substantial drug settlements include Pfizer's $93 million settlement over Lipitor generic, which took 12 years to reach a conclusion, Lupin's $250 million settlement over diabetes drug Lumetza, where majority of the profits were forfeited, to most recently Glenmark's payout of $87 million on the cholesterol drug Zetia. It highlights the potential magnitude of such litigations. While the litigation remains an area of uncertainty, the market seems to be unfazed. More so, the street seems to be taking comfort from the cash reserves, which stand as the following. Dr Reddy's at over 5,900 crores, Cipla at 7,500 crores, Natco 1,800 crores, Zydus 1,500 crores, and this is possibly going to help mitigate concerns to some extent, say experts.